Hey guys, and welcome to episode 2 of my Stardew Valley Let's Play. This is a farming game that recently came out on Steam, and I was lucky enough to get a review copy and do the first episode, which came out before the game release, and it was really weird to make. I haven't even got a chest, I completely forgot. It was weird to make an episode of a game that wasn't out yet, so I kind of didn't know how people would react to it. But the game's come out, it's been a huge success, people are really happy with it. And it's got overwhelmingly positive reviews, and people really like the series too. I got a letter in my letterbox about a backpack on sale, which costs, as far as I remember, 2,000 gold, so it's pretty expensive. I did promise this episode to show people... Oh, there's actually another letter waiting for me. I did promise to show people the mining system and a bit more variety. There's also... I think Willie is offering me a fishing rod. I'm going to be happy with that. But there's a mine all the way up here. And I was going to show people a bit of mining, but then I remembered the mine doesn't actually open until the end of the first week, so people have time to establish their farm and stuff. So what I'm instead going to do this episode is go fishing. Well, it seems like the opportune moment, seeing as I've just been invited to, and it would be rude not to accept to do that. Of course, it's the beginning of the day though, and I do need to water my crops. And the feedback to the first series was great. There weren't really any proposed changes to the series or the format, so I'm still going to go for 1 day per episode, and I'm still going to try and, well, do what you people want. If you want to see some fishing, I'll take you fishing. If you want to see some dungeon crawling, I'll do that. Even if you just want an episode of exploring or trying to establish relationships with the town people, then I will do that as well. But for now, I've watered my crops. I've got another seed, so I will put those two down and I will water those two. But then I need to head down to the beach and do a bit of farming. I do kind of need a chest though, and I only need 6 more wood, so I'm going to hit a tree with a hoe, and that's apparently not going to help, so I'll try hitting it with an axe instead, which should get me the remaining wood. If you were a fan of Harvest Moon or any kind of farming game like Rune Factory, and this game looks appealing to you, I can still recommend it. Like, after, gosh, I think it's 20 hours of gameplay on my main save now, the game is still holding up. I'm going to plop the chest down there, and now I can put the clay, the fibre, the stone, the wood and the sap in. I don't actually need any of those, especially if I'm going fishing, but it's not even 9 AM yet, and I've tended to my farm, so I should now be able to head down to town. The map is pretty damn big, and well, it doesn't look big from this, but each of the, like, it does take a while to get around, and a lot of people don't like that actually. A lot of people are like, well, they complain at how slow, quote, the movement is, but honestly I think that's necessary. Like, if they need to put a kind of time limit on the days, they need to make sure people can't go around and do everything every single day, otherwise there'd be no pacing. There'd be no progression. It would get to the end of the first year and people would have completed everything already and maxed out every skill. But, as I was saying before, 20 hours in now, my recommendation holds up. In my main save, as I'll call it, I've got about level 5 to 4 in all of the skills, and you at level 5 you get like a specialization. You get to choose a specialization for each of those skills, and that's really cool. I wasn't expecting that. And the skills give you bonuses and new crafting recipes as you level up too. Can I rummage in some trash cans? See if I get some extra loot. You can't do that in front of people though, otherwise they frown upon you and your relationship goes down with them. I am now at the beach however, and I've got my first encounter with Willie. Another thing I wasn't expecting was this game to have cutscenes and like random events. They seem to happen all the time and I'm not sure what triggers them. I don't think they're based on time, I think they are just random. Whoever's a newcomer in town, good to finally meet you. So this is my first time meeting Willie, the local fisherman, who I can sell my fish to, and he can give me fishing tips. I'm still trying to unwind from a month out of salty seas. It was a big haul, I sold a lot of good fish. Finally saved enough to buy me a new rod. And he is probably going to give me his old one. There we go, old fishing rod. It's important to me that the art of fishing stays alive, and hey, maybe you'll buy something from a shop once in a while. That's a lie actually. The fishing shop is one of the least useful, I guess. You can get bait from it, you can get a few attachments for your fishing rod, you can get fishing rod upgrades, but that's about it. Like, there's no other real reason to go there other than to sell your fish. There's good water in the valley, all kinds of fish. Oh yeah, my shop's back open now, so come by if you need supplies. I completely forgot that things unlock over time, like the mine and the fishing place, so I suppose that actually works well for the Let's Play. Like, it means I'm gonna gradually expose you guys to everything, and it's not overwhelming at the beginning. But the way fishing works is, I like it personally. A lot of people don't. A lot of people are saying it's too difficult. But if you've ever played Flappy Bird or any of those similar games, you are instantly gonna be good at fishing. Holy crap, my energy is low. I didn't even realise. I'm not gonna be able to do much today as a result. But if you've played those games, then you'll be good at fishing. You throw out your bob, you wait for something to bite, and that will be very obvious once it happens. There's a sound cue and a visual cue. But when that happens, you get a little mini game to play. So I'll show you. I've got a catch, and then I need to click. I need to keep clicking, and I need to keep the fish within the green bar. And if I keep him within the green bar, the other green bar will go up. It's very similar to Suikoden, actually, if you've played the fishing minigame in that. And I caught a sardine, which comes in 4 inches edition. But that's it. That's how fishing works. It's very simple, but it works. And the fishing minigame is difficult, as in you can't, like, AFK whilst you're doing it. But at the same time, it's easy enough so that it's not frustrating, which a lot of people seem to disagree with. There seems to be, like, a skill discrepancy with people who do the fishing minigame. And these, like, right now, these are easy fish. You do get more difficult fish that will be very frantic, and they will move very fast and across different lengths. But that's how you can tell what fish you're going to catch. For example, I'm catching herrings and sardines now, which are easy. They don't move fast, they stay low down. But if I was catching, say, a tuna, it would move very fast across the entire bar, and then as a result, it's more difficult. So, I think as far as a fishing system goes, it works. It's as good as they could do it without making it like a separate game in itself. It works as a way to catch fish, which I suppose is what you need. Like, it's a mini game. That's all it is. I don't know why people are expecting much more out of it. But if I go to the shop now, you can see there's a bamboo pole, which isn't actually an upgrade, it's just the same one in case I lose it, and trout soup, which will give me some energy and health. So I can sell my fish here, which I will actually do now, just so I can get a bit of extra money to buy some seeds. But I can't actually do that much more fishing, because I only have 18 energy. I will, however, try and befriend the fisherman, so I'll give him a dandelion. And he's not actually a fan of fish. I should have guessed that. If you give people gifts they don't like, then it's not just that your relationship with them doesn't go up, it's that it goes down. And I learned that the hard way. Like, I was trying to, in my main game, I was trying to get close to certain people, to court them, essentially. And what is that sound? I've never heard that before. I've literally never heard that sound before. I'm not sure what that was. But there it is again. That is really strange. If you do that, like, say, there's this girl called Abigail, who's fairly alternative, I think is the best word. So I thought, oh, okay, she's into the occult and stuff. I'll give her some stuff I found in the dungeon whilst exploring. And I thought, like, she'll like the cool little artifacts and the different things, but she didn't. And my relationship went down with her. She disliked me more than anyone else in the town at one point. And then I realised, okay, I should just give her flowers, and she liked that more. I did get a treasure chest there, which will come with a bit of extra loot. And I also caught a smallmouth bass. You will notice, and I've got some bait for when I get a fishing rod back and use it. You will notice you get different fish in different areas, and this is fairly simple. You get, I can't actually show you now because I haven't got the collections, which are basically the quests or missions. But if I go here, you can see there's a lot of different fish. And they're kind of split into 4 categories. There's the lake, there's the cave, there's the river, and there's the ocean. So it's fairly simple, and it means there's a good way to catch different fish, like if you're after a certain one, which you will be a lot of the time. But now I'll go back to Pierre's, the local shop, and I'll talk to Lewis, just to see if he's got anything useful for me. Well, I think I might be able to show you Abigail, actually. They're doing a little fitness session in here. But these are... I'll talk to these guys, because I need to do my introductions. I need to talk to everyone for the first time. So that is Caroline. She's one of the mums. That's Robin, who's the farmer, I believe. This is Emily, who works as a waitress at the bar. And that is Marnie, who's the rancher, from what I believe. And this is Jodie. I think she specialises in cooking, and she's like a chef. And this is Abigail's room. I got invited in there once to play video games, and there was actually a video game, and we played it together. Like that she had an AI. It was really cool. I'm not going to sell those flowers, but I do kind of need. Well, no, in fact, I don't need any more seeds. I feel like I got enough. You can buy furniture here. You can buy trees, but they're very expensive. And you can buy cooking supplies, but you can't cook until you upgrade your house. So there's not actually too much I can do. I might, can't really do much more fishing. But I kind of want to explore. In fact, I need to befriend everyone, so I'll do a bit more exploring just to introduce you to more characters and get you familiar with the town. I did find a Joe Cola in that bin there. This is the local bartender who I need to go around the desk to talk to him, which is one of the most frustrating parts of the game. And his name is Gus. I think, from what I gather anyway, I mean, I'm still 20 hours in, but I haven't actually gotten to this point with anyone. I haven't gotten any more than 4 stars with anyone, and that's literally one person. But I believe everyone kind of has their own, not quest line, but unique events that can trigger with them, similar to Harvest Moon, if you befriend them close enough. This is Sam, I think it is. Is his name Sam? Yeah, Sam. He's like the jock male figure who is a perfect match for Haley, who's like the cheerleader female figure. This is Vincent, one of the little kids who's very cautious. This is Penny. She's like the teacher, I believe. And this is Jess, another little nervous girl who generally won't talk to you or open up. There's so much to explore. I love it. Like there's so few games where there's so much you could do in an episode. Well, because normally it gives you things at a certain rate and you need to follow that rate, but here it's so open-ended. This is Gunther, the local librarian, archaeologist. You can give him artifacts you find, and as you can see he's asking for artifacts there, very similar to Animal Crossing. And there's a lot of artifacts too, like, and when you hand them in, he gives you special rewards like unique furniture and stuff, all useful things, so it's not just there for the sake of it. I saw the time there, I saw it was 4 o'clock and I saw I just missed the blacksmith, but that means he should come out in like, oh no, in fact I think the blacksmith stays in, because that's kind of his home as well. That's the ice cream stall, which opens in summer. And this is just like, this is only this section of the town I've half explored. There's all this stuff too, but as you can see, half the day has already passed, so yeah, it's gonna take you a while to fully explore, fully talk to everyone, and see what they have to offer. I think this is the mayor's house, I shouldn't really go in there. I also shouldn't explore bins whilst people are looking. I really, like, if people are watching at this point and thinking, okay, is that all there is to it? Like, yeah, you farm, you earn money, you can fish, you can get better equipment, but is that it? There is, I'll put the trash in the bin where it belongs, and I will take the bread. That's the second time I've ever got bread. It's actually pretty rare. Unless you can cook it, obviously. Also, I seem to be getting lucky with bins today. Normally I find nothing in them. I can't seem to find any more characters as well. I figure they're all out doing stuff right now. But, as I was saying, I'll finish what I was saying. There is, I suppose, an objective. Oh, this is Haley. This is one of the marryable figures. You're a new farmer boy, aren't you? She is very hard to please, but I will give her a dandelion. I think she'll be happy with that. Nope. Oh, that's such a stupid gift. She is really harsh. Like, she can be a cold bitch at times, and I imagine she's one of the harder figures to romance. But you can see everyone with single under their name, those are the romanceable figures. And I haven't met half of them yet. There's a total of 5 guys and 5 girls, and you can choose to marry them, and they will move in with you, eventually, and help you out on the farm and stuff, and eventually have a kid with you, which is really cool. But until I can get more energy and more stuff opens up, I am going to have to go back to the farm and maybe refill my water can and put some stuff away, do a bit of admin, I guess. I really do need more energy, but I've just realised I can drink this and I can eat this for energy if I want to. So I will clear up this area a little bit. It does take a lot of energy, so you get through energy pretty fast, I should say. So I'm going to have to be careful. There you go. You see, I'm getting exhausted already. I will actually put the bait in the chest. I don't need that for now. And I will keep the fish so I can eat it. And in fact, now I can eat the bread. That's going to be much more beneficial. And I got some coal there as well. My inventory is filling up very fast. But I didn't actually finish what I was saying. As far as an objective goes, you eventually get access to the community centre, which is there. And that will be on at the end of the first week or so. And when you do that, you get access to different areas. And each area has, like, there's different categories. And each category will have a set of items. Or it will have, like, the 5 or so sets of items which you can collect. They can be types of fish, they can be type of plants, types of flowers, type of equipment, artifacts, runes, all those different things. And when you hand them in, you get a special reward and a new area will unlock. So that is like, that's what you're going to be working towards the entire time if you want an objective, if you're not happy with farming and just earning money and stuff. This area is really big, and it is full of trees and logs and stones, which I need to gradually clear out. But again, that takes time, and it takes up a lot of energy too, and I really need to be careful with energy. Chopping down trees is one of the most straining things you can do, and that takes a lot of energy. I am going to chop down this grass though, in the hope of getting some more seeds. I am going to... what can I get rid of? I'm gonna eat the fish, actually. I would normally sell it, obviously, but I need that extra bit of energy, I think. And it now got replaced with fibre. I'll bin the fibre and I'll pick up the seed. And now I can actually plant that. I didn't mean to put it there, because that's with a load of stalks. And that doesn't really make sense. But I'll continue cutting down some grass, try and get a couple more seeds, and go and refill my watering can whilst I'm at it. But yeah, so there is that objective. And if you want to play the game for yourself but want something to work towards, you're kind of one of those progress people, then that is what you're going to be doing. Like, that's your objective, and you do get good rewards for it too. There is incentive to do it, and it is one of the most challenging things to do as well. It encourages you to hold on to everything you get, which is why I'm so keen on having chests and expanding my backpack as much as possible. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for the day. I showed you a bit of fishing. I still don't know if you can fish in these lakes. There's like 2 in this farm, but they never seem to yield anything. I think it's just junk in them. I don't think you can actually get any decent fish, or maybe they're just rare. But there you see, soggy newspaper, not worth anything, at least until you build the machine that converts fishing trash into useful stuff. But there we go. I'm gonna try and go mining as soon as possible, but next episode I might just... oh yeah, next episode I'll give you a proper tour of town. I'll show you as much as I can. I'll see if I can introduce myself to more characters, because I only got through under half of them, and I still need to cultivate and harvest a parsnip for my next quote quest. But yeah, I think this was a fairly successful episode. I made a fair amount of progress. I can put all these away now. I'll keep the daffodil as a gift for one of my partners, and I put the scythe away. You don't always need that either. But it's now 10 o'clock. I'll quickly stick on the TV, see if there's anything useful. I can see what the weather's going to be tomorrow. And yes, rain, that's exactly what I wanted. That means I won't have to waste time watering my crops at the beginning. You can also talk to, or rather watch the fortune teller, which will tell you what kind of luck you're going to have. And luck essentially influences your chance of getting extra loot or higher grade loot, or even the treasure chests whilst fishing, little things like that. But for now, I'm going to go to sleep for the night. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and let me know if there's anything in particular you want me to do for next one. And I hope it didn't take too long for this episode to come out. I know it was like a 3-4 day gap, but I'll try and get them out faster if you would like it. But otherwise, you might prefer longer time between the episodes. Anyway, I'm going on a bit. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please leave a rating you enjoyed, and this is me out. Peace.